Hi guys, so today I'm playing Street Fighter X Tekken on my Vita as part of Fighting Games Month on my channel. So I love this game. I've said it before probably 100 times now, but I'm a big fan of Street Fighter games, and this is basically a Street Fighter game. I know it says X Tekken, but it's a Street Fighter game for all intents and purposes. This was back when Tekken and Capcom and Namco Bandai announced that they were going to do kind of a partnership where they would be two games. One would be Street Fighter X Tekken, and then there would be a Tekken X Street Fighter as well. And so this is obviously the Street Fighter X Tekken, and it's basically Street Fighter game but with Tekken characters. There's a few things it does that kind of change up the formula. So the first thing is that you pick two characters for your team. So you go into battle with two characters rather than one. Um, and it's really kind of part of almost this team up aspect where you can then swap characters in the middle of the match or do kind of a combo with bringing the second character in to do kind of a bit of damage and help you do kind of juggles or specials and things like that. So it's a pretty cool system. It's a bit different from some of the other Street Fighter games. It's more similar to kind of Capcom versus SNK almost, which was another great fighter, but unfortunately not on the Vita. And so gameplay-wise, this game is awesome. It is basically Street Fighter. And so, you've got the Tekken characters, and actually they're pretty faithful in terms of the Tekken characters, so to make sure that they do kind of pull off the moves that you know and love for the Tekken games. This really does feel like a Street Fighter game, which is cool, and that's what I really like about it, because that's the kind of game that I enjoy. Graphics-wise, I think it looks really good. It's kind of this sort of cel-shaded look to the characters, which I think looks great. And even sound-wise, I think it's good. Difficulty-wise, it varies. I think for me, I felt like medium was a little bit easy. But if you try on hard, then you've got a good level of challenge. And there's a decent amount of content here. So you've got arcade mode, and because you're choosing two characters, there's almost an incentive to play through the game multiple times with different teams. And so you unlock different endings or kind of character-specific endings if you take specific teams in and complete arcade mode. So if you complete it with Ken and Ryu, for example, then you unlock a specific ending for that pair of characters. And so you're kind of encouraged to almost play through every pair of characters ending to see everything that's happening, which is cool. It's I don't think I actually finished it with every combination in the end, but I remember I did finish it with quite a few. The story is kind of forgettable, to be honest. I think I just kind of enjoyed almost. At one point I was thinking, oh, let's go for the platinum because I did really enjoy the game. I didn't decide to go for the platinum because when I realized that you need to spend like 300 hours of online matches or or maybe do 300, sorry, yeah, not 300 hours. You have to complete 300 matches online, which is just crazy. Way too much. I remember like one evening sitting there and like finding matches and trying to kind of make progress, and I did maybe about 10-15 matches and thought there's no way I'm going to be able to do 300, so I gave up on that pretty quickly. But what is pretty cool when it comes to online is that you could play against PS3 players. So this came out on Vita, I believe the same time it came out on PS3, and it is exactly the same as the console version. I've played the PS3 version, I rented it, and it is exactly the same, which is really cool. And you can play online against PS3 players. And so one of my friends, one of the guys who I went to university with, and who we would always be playing these Street Fighter games on my Dreamcast back when we were at uni. He had the PS3 version and I had the Vita version, and so we actually managed to play together, which was really cool. I really loved that we could do that. That's something I think is really impressive. And like I said, it is very much the same as the console version, but you've actually got more modes on the Vita version compared to the console. Now, wait, more modes, but nothing kind of groundbreaking, nothing that kind of really makes this sort of significantly better than the console version. But let me jump out of arcade mode so I can show you guys what else is here. Let it just load. You got a really good cast of characters. I didn't actually try and count them before this match, but it's a good kind of maybe 40 or so characters, maybe more actually. You've got a really good range of characters from the Street Fighter games and Tekken games, which is really cool. So, firstly, if we go to arcades, you've got the arcade mode, like I just kind of was showing you. You've also got another mode called Burst Kumite, which is kind of like an endless battle mode, and it seems to what it uses is ghosts of characters or people you fought online, which is cool. Versus mode is pretty self-explanatory. Network, so fighting online, training, self-explanatory. Challenge, so you can go and like take on different challenges for each character, try and learn the characters better. You can customize your character, so this is kind of cool. Um, so one of the things that I know a lot of people complained about of this game in general was gems, where you can add gems to your characters, which gives them kind of advantages in certain ways. I know a lot of kind of purists didn't really like that, but it didn't bother me too much, to be honest. But you could set your characters' colors and kind of outfit. So you have to do this on the Vita vertically. So apologies, the screen is sideways for you guys. So that's my character right now on the screen is what I did for Ken in terms of setting up his outfit. But if we just take another character, let's just take Chun-Li, and so you can change her. So let's take that, and what I want to do is give her an alternate costume. So you can set an alternate costume, and it should be able to let me change her color as well. No. I'm pretty sure you should be able to change her color. Oh, there we go. I knew we could. So you can change the color of her skin, for example. You can change the color of her hair. This is really, really random, a really random outfit actually that I'm suddenly making. So can change the color of her clothes. There we go. So that's my hideous design for Chun-Li on the screen. But there's a lot of customization here, guys. So that's kind of it's cool that it's there. So if you're into doing something like that, that's cool. So you got a battle profile as well. So depending on when you finish matches, when you complete the game, you unlock different titles, and there's so many to unlock. That basically then you can add to your profile when you're going on online matches. There's also now where is it? I want to show you guys another kind of specific thing for the Vita version. I think it's in gallery. You can do this kind of AR. Ah, here we go. This sort of AR kind of version of the character. So let's choose Ken, and I'll put him on his normal costume. That's fine. And this is so you can see him over here, and you can take screenshots, which will save. Really, really random. Excuse my old messy desk with loads of damage on it, but it's kind of cool that you can do some of this stuff. It's just a little extra, nothing that, like I said, that really kind of sets the Vita version apart from and makes it like a must-have. But it's just kind of a cool little extra. You've also got in this mode kind of graphics, so you can watch opening and ending movies. So when you finish the game with those kind of character teams, like I mentioned, you can then watch those movies as well. So it's got kind of a few cool little things here. Oh, didn't want to. Yeah, that's the gallery mode where you can kind of see the videos. It's got kind of a few cool little settings here, which I quite liked. Just kind of adds a bit more to the game. For me though, I was really sort of obsessed with arcade mode. This was what I enjoyed the most. Any Street Fighter game is always fun for me, but this one was really cool, I thought. And as somebody who enjoys Tekken games as well, it was cool to be able to have characters like Jin and Law available to play with as well and fight them against like Ryu and Ken. So that was quite cool. So yeah, there's lots of different options now. There's a lot of DLC for this as well. So I've got some of the costumes unlocked already, but there's a huge amount of DLC available on PSN. It costs a lot of money. I don't necessarily recommend it. It is just outfits. It doesn't change the game in any way, so it's up to you guys whether it's something that you think is important to you. I believe there are no other characters on the to buy on PSN, so the Vita version did have the advantage where some characters that you had to buy on the PS3 were kind of automatically on the Vita, like Mega Man. Um, so that was quite cool. Um, but I don't believe the Vita version had extra characters available on the PSN store. But you guys can let me know in the comments if I'm wrong about that. Anyway, guys, so that is Street Fighter X Tekken. I think this is an absolutely brilliant game. It's not the best Street Fighter game, but it's a really good fighting game. And, we don't have many Street Fighter games on the Vita. So I was really, really happy that we had this one. It was really, I found it really fun. Back in 2012, when it came out, it was out in the first year of Vita. I remember this was kind of the game I was playing towards the end of the year. This was kind of the main thing I was kind of on my Vita for probably most of like November, December from memory. But guys, that is Street Fighter X Tekken. Um, Let me know, have you guys played it? What did you think of this game? Please stick around and check out my other videos when it comes to Vita Fighting Games Month. I'm going to have just one more video now for the month to kind of cap it all off, which will be a top 10 of my fighting games on Vita. But guys, thank you very much for watching, and come back for the next video.